I want to talk about tooth sensitivity. There's lots of things you can do for tooth sensitivity, and a lot of people have tooth sensitivity. Let's talk about one of the first things. One of the first things you can do is an anti-sensitivity toothpaste. For instance, Sensodyne. And there are many toothpastes for sensitivity. Almost all of them have some effectiveness. What's the next thing you can do? The next thing you can do is use a soft toothbrush. The more sensitive your teeth, the softer the toothbrush. And if they're very sensitive, get an ultra soft toothbrush, because a harder toothbrush will remove some of the tooth structure and contribute to recession, which will cause sensitivity. So the softer the toothbrush, the better for sensitivity. Here's a big one: avoiding acid foods. Every summer I have patients who come in and complain about root sensitivity, mainly in the summer. Why in the summer? Why do you think? Because in the summer, acid foods are very plentiful. Oranges, grapes, blueberries, apples. Acid foods make these teeth more sensitive. So the more you avoid acid foods, and we have a list of acid foods to avoid, and the more you avoid these acid foods, the better it will be for your sensitivity. Now, a lot of people clench their teeth in their sleep. When you clench your teeth in your sleep, it tends to contribute to sensitivity of the teeth. Exactly why, we don't know, but it tends to contribute to recession, and it tends to contribute to sensitivity. So if you have a mouth guard or a night guard that you can wear during the night, even during the day, it will minimize trauma from clenching or grinding your teeth. Most people grind their teeth or clench their teeth in their sleep without knowing it, and that does contribute to sensitivity. So another thing you can do is get yourself a night guard or a mouth guard to wear, particularly when you sleep, to avoid trauma from sensitivity. There are mouthwashes that are made for sensitivity. Listerine, for instance, has one. We like to use non-alcoholic mouthwashes. Alcoholic mouthwashes tend to dry your mouth out more and may contribute more to sensitivity. So non-alcoholic anti-sensitivity mouthwashes, and I think there are a number of them on the market, can also be very helpful in reducing sensitivity. There's bonding that can be done, because if you're covering the root surface with a bonding material, it will reduce sensitivity. It will not reduce recession of the gum tissue. So if the gum tissue is receding, even if you have bonding, if the gum tissue continues to recede, you are going to have sensitivity. But if it's not a recession problem, you can have bonding done, and that will reduce the sensitivity. We see a lot of sensitivity because of gum recession, and a number of these things simply aren't working for cold water, cold foods. So what do we do for these patients? Typically, we do something called the pinhole technique. The pinhole technique, to me, is a godsend. It's not particularly uncomfortable, and with the pinhole technique, we can bring this gum up to cover those root surfaces, or bring the gum down to cover those sensitive root surfaces. And once we do that, the sensitivity largely disappears, or disappears completely. So the pinhole technique for root sensitivity is a miraculously, in my opinion, wonderful technique to get your mouth healthy and reduce sensitivity. If there's anything I missed, I'd like to hear your comments about that. And if you've done something that I haven't talked about here that has helped sensitivity, I'd love to hear about that also. If your mouth's not healthy, you're not healthy. That's simply impossible. So make sure your mouth is as healthy as possible, so you're as healthy as possible. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Restore your smile and your health. Visit drnemeth.com to schedule your appointment today.